Do you even realize just how powerful you are? Do you realize how powerful your mind is? How much you can control? How much you can change? Literally just using your mind.
Back in the O, straight from the eight. I'm walking with God, I don't need a drink. The devil be talking, I don't entertain. I'm walking in faith, I'm sowing my seed. I did it in faith, I gave it to God, and He made it great. Put me in good soil and took out the snakes.
My name is Frank Giogo. This is my podcast, The Fit and the Faithful, where I'm going to be sharing all the lessons I learned throughout my personal life, through reading the Bible, through entrepreneurship, and just through being a young man, living in the world, trying to make sense of everything. So I think we hear this so often. Like everybody says, "Oh, your mind can control your reality, control your mind, blah blah blah." But nobody really pays attention until you're put in a position where you actually have to use your mind to control your reality. And fortunately enough, this weekend I was put in a position where I had to do that. Think about some of the greatest people you know. Think about people like Nelson Mandela. Think about people like MLK Jr. Think about people that have been put in tough situations or imprisoned, or think about Jesus, where their minds literally had to get them through it. It's not easy being crucified. It's not easy being beaten. It's not easy having people yell at you and insult you for something you haven't done. But your mind is so powerful. This is not to compare myself to Nelson Mandela or even Jesus, because what I went through this weekend is nowhere near what they had to go through. But it was a glimpse of just how powerful our minds are, right? I was in Colombia with some of my boys for my one of my boys' birthday, and at some point in Colombia, me being dumb, not paying attention, I got my wallet and my phone stolen. Both my wallet and my phone stolen. Keep in mind, this was on day 3 of a 6-day trip. So, of course, I was bummed out. I was kind of mad. I was not the happiest person for a little bit. I complained for about a day. So, I took about a day to just complain, be angry, and try to find solutions. But eventually, I realized, you know what? There really is nothing I can do about this. So, I can either stay in this negative energy where I'm complaining, I'm angry, I'm mad, I'm frustrated, and I can not enjoy the rest of the trip. The trip I already paid for, the trip I'm already there, the trip I'm having fun with my friends. I can keep complaining and just completely ruin the whole trip for myself. Or I can put it behind me and focus on having fun, enjoying the trip, being in a new country, making new friends. So that's what I chose to do. It wasn't easy. It took me about a day to get over it. It took me, well, not even a day, it took me a couple hours. I tried to control what I could in my physical reality. I tried to go searching for my phone. I contacted a few people, tried to even walk to the police station. Nothing happened. So once I realized that there was really nothing I could do, all that was left to do was control my reality, right? So there's two ways that whole thing could have gone. Number one, I could have stayed mad, stayed angry, stayed in that negative energy, and not had fun. Number two, which is what I chose to do, I decided, you know what? There's nothing left to do. Instead of focusing on things I can't control, let me focus on what I can control. Let me focus on having fun with my friends. Let me focus on enjoying this weekend. When I get back home, I'm back home right now in Texas. When I get back home, I can get a new phone. I can order a new ID. I can order some new cards. It's not that big of a deal. It's unfortunate. It's a little frustrating, but it is what it is. It's life. There's nothing I can do in this situation. I think a lot of times in life, one of the reasons we have so much stress and so much heartaches and so much anxiety is because we're trying to control things that we literally have no control over. Instead of stressing over things you have no control over, you could literally shift your mind to focus on what you do have control over and focus on that. I'm telling you that your mind is a superpower. Once you learn how to do that consistently and effectively, you will see such a huge change in your life. You'll see such a huge change in your life. And I know it's easier said than done, but it's a skill. I know for a fact that if this had happened 3, 4 years ago, I would not have handled it the way I did then. And this is not even about me. This is just me giving you that lesson. So, next situation you're in where you feel frustrated, you feel slighted, you feel anxious, just check in with yourself. Say, okay, cool. I'm feeling this way. Should I hold on to this? Should I hold on to this anger, this frustration, this anxiety? How long should I hold on to this? Or should I just put it aside and move on? I'm sure we've all been in traffic. I'm sitting in my car right now. I'm sure we've all been in traffic and somebody cuts us off or somebody does something and then we just get angry. And if you don't check yourself, if you don't try to fix that, you could be angry over that 5 second moment. You could be angry over that 5 second moment for the rest of your day. That could ruin the whole day for you. Imagine that. Whereas if you control your mind, if you check yourself, you're like, hey, this person, their actions got nothing to do with me. They're probably in a hurry. They're probably frustrated just like I am right now. You know, I don't have to hold on to their frustration. Everything we do is energy. If somebody's frustrating and they do something to you, it causes you frustration. Hey, they just passed off their energy. If you're walking around and you see somebody smiling, what do you tend to do? You smile too. So you got to be able to not absorb other people's energy, and at the same time you got to be able to control your own energy. That's the most powerful thing. Once you tap into that mind and you're able to say, okay, this is what I want, this is not what I want, I'm going to focus on this, I'm not going to focus on this, the world changes for you. The world is your oyster. Your mind is more powerful than you think. I meant to introduce myself at the start. My name is Frank Diogo. This is my podcast, The Fit and the Faithful, where I'm going to be sharing all the lessons I learned throughout my personal life, through reading the Bible, through entrepreneurship, and just through being a young man, living in the world, trying to make sense of everything. So if you enjoyed this short clip, this short episode, go ahead and hit a follow. If you don't, that's cool too. If you want to see more like this, go ahead and leave a comment. Whatever it is, if you watch this far, I appreciate you. I love you, and I hope you have a blessed day.